Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing part 3 of how to take apart a Bachmann u36b pancake motor. And this is the last part 3. Now I'm going to be showing you how to put it back together. So first you're going to want to take your oil and put it in this little hole in the middle and put some drops on these little pieces there, and then you're going to want to stick the commutator in and take these two small little gears and put them on here. And then with the commutator you're going to want this brass gear sticking up, and then put the bigger gear on top. Make sure everything's spinning good. And make sure you have the commutator pushed in enough. If you don't, then it won't spin great. But don't push it in too far. So now we're just going to take the shell, the motor, and stick it on. And then pecker screws and just put them in these holes. You want to take the shorter screws that you have left, not the longer ones. And then these ones might still have some red left on it from the seal that Bachmann has. So screw this one into, and then you'll take that and stick it in here if I can get it in. Hold on guys, I'll be right back. See if I can get it in. Alright guys, well I got the motor in, so now it's time to put the brushes in. So you're going to want to take your tweezers, or yeah, you want to use tweezers unless you have a good enough hand. And then you want to go ahead and stick these in here. If I can get it in, that would be great. Oh, well, I can't get it in, so let's see. Need a little bit wider tweezers, I think. Alright, we got one in, and you're going to want to stick them in the little silver holes here, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to set this back up like that. So now we're going to go ahead and reattach the power supply. So we're going to take our red and green wire hooked up to the black wire, and you can go ahead and set up what you need to do first, but I'm going to go ahead and set the spring up first. So you want to stick it on the end of your tweezer like that. Oh. And make sure it doesn't fall off, because if you lose it, then that would not be good. So what I like to do is go ahead and having some technical difficulties, go ahead and stick it on the brush just like that. If you can see the little spring right there, and then take your black and red wire, take one of your screws, one of your longer screws, stick the screw in there, take your brush cover, you want the screw to go over top, and then the screw to go underneath, or the brush cover to go underneath, and then just, oh, my spring came out. That's not good. Well, once you get the spring in, I'll come. You'll want to put the brush plate over that, and then use the screw to screw it into this hole. I'll be right back with you guys once I get both of them done. And you're gonna want to do it for both sides. Alright, so I got those those brush covers in. So now, what we're gonna do is go ahead and stick these conductors down through the holes next to the motor, and just do them both real quick. And then go ahead and do that. And then these super tiny little baby screws are going to be what hold these in place. So go ahead and put the screw in the screwdriver, and I would recommend getting a magnetic screwdriver if you're going to work on model trains or just really anything, because they honestly are super helpful. And get that in place. So we'll go ahead and just screw that down. There we go. And if you guys can't figure out what to do from just watching my videos, I would recommend going to watch Dirty Dan's Trains video on this exact same thing. But for now, if y'all are enjoying, just keep watching this and make sure once you finish repairing your train, you go down there and like and subscribe. Nope, not in. There we go. And just go ahead and screw that in, just like the other side. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't mean to knock you all over. And there we go. So yeah, that's nice. Yeah, okay. So I'll be right back with y'all. Forgot my screwdriver. Not my screwdriver. One of my other tools. So I'll be right back. Right. So I got my tool, and I just checked back to the footage and make sure it's okay, and I just realized that y'all couldn't see when I was screwing these in. But you want to screw these in, there'll be a little tiny hole right there under the screw for it to go in. And yeah, sorry about that. But now we can get onto reinstalling the gearbox. So you're gonna want to get your lubricant, and just go ahead and squeeze it a little. Oh, that might have been a little too much. And then put it in these little holes, just so the wheels can spin nice and good. And then go ahead and put your little cap back on. And if you're not sure if you got too much, just take a towel and just dry that extra on the top. Okay, so we'll start with the back. So, because that's the hardest part. So, you want to set it in, just like that. Be very careful when you do this, and make sure the gear isn't too far up on this little piece of metal. That one seems good, so just be very careful. Go ahead and push it in. Oh, my bad. And then, if you're not sure it's in all the way, rotate this little gear in the middle and get that. And then it'll be turning if you got it good. And then take your wheel and place it with the little piece of plastic facing out. Push these two pieces of metal in so they are under the wheels, and put it back in just like how you took it out. And then we'll go back. We'll do the other side the same exact way. Okay. Make sure that's turning good. And then the same with the wheel. Okay. And then make sure everything is turning good by turning that, and you can see it's all turning. So you can go ahead and put the truck cover back on. It'll say either B or 2. And one more thing, if you will want to put this back on right through here. I'll go ahead and do that real quick since it's not too hard. Just forgot to mention that earlier. Just remember to put that back on. It's not too much of a problem, but I would put it back on, just in case, because you never know what you're gonna need. Okay, so you get that back truck back on. Now you're gonna want to come over here and also pinch these connectors. These wheels won't click in, so just be careful they don't fall back out, because they do like to fall out. And stick number 1 or A or whatever back on, and boom, your train's back together. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a quick test on the track. Actually, no, we'll do it without the shell. So we are gonna go ahead and bring you over here. We've got this locomotive on right now. Give me a sec. There we go. Go ahead and push these cars back. And then take our locomotive without the shell and put it on right on the track. Let me go ahead and plug in my track real quick so we can test it. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. So let's test it, see if it'll pull. Yep. You all covered up there? Oh, my bad. If it's the first time getting an engine, you clean it. it seems to be running quite good. Okay, well, I just want to say thank you all for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.